There are three ways to go through this, to address this drug war, no? And I'd like to trace the first one. Yung ano, actually I'm going to touch on yung track 2 kasi ito yung track na assuming na sana ang pwedeng gawin ng gobyerno ngayon, having already submitted the president to The Hague, ito ang pwede niyang gawin officially dito. He could do this. The state officially recognizes the victims and families. And ang nilagay ko dyan, drug war casualties, yung tinatawag na victims of EJKs, and drug war victims. Ito yung mga tinamaan ng mga biktima nung mga gumagamit ng droga. Ito yung mga rapes, nakawan, yung perwisyo sa pamilya, yung pag-aharas ng tao. Ito, yan. But so kumbaga, the first step would be the state to officially recognize those victims and families. Okay. Next slide. Ngayon, ang mahalaga dyan is magkaroon ng talagang matino na investigasyon and prosecution. And in parentheses, I put the worst cases. No? Kasi, kumbaga, and then may tatlong bagay dyan, investigation and prosecution for the worst cases. Pangalawa, ito yung restorative justice for families. And some people are saying, dapat mabayaran yung mga pamilya na biktima, blah, blah, so on. And then pangatlo is the possibility of amnesty for conditional amnesty for certain personas who are implicated in this drug war. So kumbaga, the first track is for the state to officially recognize victims and families. Pangalawa is the investigation and prosecution, and especially, hanapin yung pinaka-worst cases, and then restorative justice for families, and then pangatlo yung amnesty. Hopefully, yung kunyari pag-imbestiga and then the prosecution, the worst cases, the intention would be so that there would be no repetition of no repetition of this so-called drug wars. No? Sana hindi maulit yung ganon. So that's the first track. The second track, Vince. The second track is ginawa na, no? ICC, well, ni-render na natin doon. And starting in September, apparently, if nothing happens, if if all goes according to their calendar at hindi siya maisoli dito because of certain procedural defects ng kanilang pagtutunan, ICC may prosecute and convict the accused, no? I-assume natin na ICC does that, is able to do that. Kung sabihin natin hindi siya nakauwi dito, ano ngayon mangyayari? Next slide. Can we see? Yeah. Ang mangyayari is there will be domestic instability. When we talk about domestic instability, we'll talk about economic, social, political. Actually, right now, we are already experiencing economic instability.
It's ongoing. Ongoing na.
Nangyayari. So, ang tawag nito, yung like example, yung FDI, mga foreign direct investments, humina. Actually, kukonti nga lang, pero hindi pa nga napasok ngayon because everybody, all these investors are parang wait and see sila. Even hot money is not coming in the way I understand it. Yung mga keyboard investors, parang hindi pumapasok eh. Yan. Tapos pangalawa naman yung external pressure. Yung external pressure, hindi talaga natin alam kung ano yung, depende kasi when we talk about external pressure, ito yung mga pressure galing sa great powers, no? Yung meron tayong isang neighbor na great power, meron namang great power na across the Pacific. Hindi natin alam ang kanilang mga laro, but we can assume. For example, yung power from across the Pacific, mukhang hindi naman siya interesado sa itong further militarization of the issues that are surrounding for example, the South China Sea issue.
Mhm.
Ang China naman in itself is basically all they want is, hindi naman all they want, as far as we know, that they're not imperialistic. Historically, they're not imperialistic, pero they will, negosyante talaga sila. So, kung kumbaga, kahit na walang baril, pera ginagamit nila, negosyo ginagamit nila, so malulupig ka. Pero having said that, pag marunong naman kasi tayo, pag ang ating mga intensyon ay sa ikabubuti naman ng ating katauhan, ikabubuti ng tao, ng bayan, dapat marunong din tayo. Pero delikado lang yan, mga pressures na yan. Lalo na kung ang nasa liderato, lalo na kung yung mga nasa, tawag dito, yung mga nasa, those who are in power, the state, those who handle the apparatus of the state, ang mga interest nila ay personal. You know, kung ang mga personal na interest dyan, baka yung mga external pressures ay mag-convert into personal benefits. Okay? Ngayon, pag na-convict naman talaga, you can expect that some violence will begin to escalate. Ngayong gabi nga, tao na doon sa Mendiola. Hindi ba? I'm not saying that it's a peaceful gathering. It's just, in a sense, it's like a show of support. It's basically a show of support. And parang they're sending certain messages. Pero pag kunyari may nangyari, aside from the fact na, let's say, God forbid, si Pierre D. dies in there. Then he could become a martyr. Yeah. But worse yet is that kung na-convict siya and he's fully imprisoned there, and then yun na yun, ay talagang hindi kasi na-resolve yung mga, hindi na-resolve. I'm not even talking about the supporters yet. I'm talking about first the victims of the drug crimes. Kasi alam mo, there are certain circles of that the victims of drug crimes. Maraming stakeholders yan, Vince, no? Yung actual biktima, tsaka yung actual na mga, wala naman silang anak na o pamilya na tinamaan, pero apektado yung komunidad nila. Alam mo na Pilipino, pamilya, simbahan ba yan, barkada, tsaka yung komunidad. Malakas tayo dyan. Kung for example, katulad ng barbero ko, the first time, I met him about siguro a month or two after I've been in Malacanang. Sabi niya, "Sir, salamat ha." Sabi ko, "Bakit?" Kasi sabi niya, maayos na, maaliwalas na sa komunidad namin. Pwede na umuwi yung mga anak namin na hindi magulo. You know, hindi magulo yung wala nang nangaharas sa kanilang mga anak na babae. Galing sa, sa mga call centers dati, no? Ngayon, ang bali-balita, hindi naman natin alam statistically, pero ang bukang bibig na tayo ay nagkakagulo na naman. Yeah. You know, so people are beginning to feel that they feel a certain loss, which is why they were supportive of the strong, the authoritarian style of the former president. So yun ang yun yung dalawa, no? Now, let's say next slide. Ano mangyayari? Kunyari mangyari itong domestic instability na nangyayari na nga, nagkaroon ng external pressure, let's say may manghimasok sa atin, tapos nag-escalate ng violence, ang resulta niyan that the Philippines could turn to be a failed state. I mean, ngayon nga, parang isa tacit admission, the fact that we cannot even handle the prosecution of our own, of FPRRD. Nangyari naman kay Estrada yon, nangyari naman kay GMA, kinaya naman natin.
GMA, yeah.
It's not a question nga of that we cannot do it. The current administration was not willing to do it. You know, they outsourced, in-outsource yung justice, which sends really a very, very negative signal